I'm a little jealous of all these people catching these swarm traps, and I'm using the good stuff. Yes, Bob gave me a bottle. The problem with this little bottle is this button is so much fun to push. I tend to do more than one shot. I'm only supposed to do one shot in the entrance here. But what I've been doing is putting a little bit of sawdust inside the bottle and giving her a shot. Actually two. That way the stuff comes out a little bit slower. I'm throwing that inside the trap. And then I throw on my lid. It's held to the tray with this little strap. And that's not the only one. Whoa. Oh, I got a wasp. Does that count? Did I catch a swarm? Guess it's time to reactivate it. Well, that's trap number 2. Here's trap number 3. Reapply. There you go. Got my special tripod here. I'm going to use that to hold my camera in place. Well, this is trap number 4. Let's see how she's doing. Don't try this at home. Got my little bottle. I'm going to activate her again. Back inside. Looks like I knocked out one of my starter strips here. I had these held in there with some wax. There, that should work. Alrighty. Give it some time and see what we get. Thanks for watching. Well, I just sat down to start editing this video, and guess what? I think a swarm just started. I'm still a little stumped as what they were doing with the sawdust. I tried to persuade them to stay. I told them I've been taking care of them all winter long, and I didn't understand why they were all of a sudden getting out of here. But they didn't care. They just took off. They're all hanging up here near this tree now. Well, this is where my hours of watching YouTube videos pays off. I put some spray from Walker's Bee Ranch on a frame, cook it to the end of my paint pole, and I'm going for it. Look at that. They're growing right on that branch there. Man. This is my first ever experience with a swarm. What do I do? Well, guys, this may very well be the first swarm I miss or catch. I don't know. This pole's heavy. Well, you gotta hold it for a while. Let me see if I can hook it on the top of the branch. There's the bees. And I'm not holding the pole anymore because that is tiring. So there's the cluster. You can barely see it through the tree. And just today, I put this one box out just because I've never caught a swarm before. So what I did is I used a 10 frame box, and it's a deep, and I just put a bunch of frames in there that are empty, and I used a little bit of the Walker Bee Ranch swarm catcher stuff and sprayed it in my homemade hive top feeder with the lid slightly propped on there to see if that would attract a swarm. So I guess now it's going to be a swarm house because I need a box and it's ready to go. Okay, let's see if we get these bees in there. Well, the plan is to try to get these bees on this frame of foundation. Let's see if this works. Do you see the queen? I think if we find the queen, the rest will follow. I am not seeing a queen. Nope, no queen. So I guess we're gonna just dump these guys in and do it again. Well, do we have a queen this time? I am not seeing a queen. Let's dump these in. Let's try this again. Do we have a queen this time? I cannot tell. But this time, since all the bees flew away last time, I'm going to take this frame and put it in the hive. Maybe they'll stay that way. And it's fun trying to turn the pole around, but it's stuck to the frame. Just got to remove this tape. Got to free the frame from the pole. Well, now we're going to try some brood. Capped brood, and see if we can entice this bees to go into the box. Let's see if this works. I think it's kind of interesting that all the bees are now flying back to the frame, because every time I move this frame around, the bees fall off rather than stay on the frame. The branches kind of push the bees off. I think I'm starting to wonder maybe the bucket method would be a little bit better. But we'll give it a shot, see if this frame method works. So, do we have a queen? I can't tell. So we're going to try it one more time. This time we're going to lay it right next to the cluster and not try and knock them off, and just hope that the queen will make the jump to the frame. Come on, queen, jump over. Well, let's see if this works. Not many bees left up there. Well, I am done with it live. I just caught my first swarm, or actually I'm in the process of. I don't know if I still have them or not yet. I'm trying to get them. I've got a frame of brood in the box right now. Right here is a frame of brood that I got from another hive colony. And this is a foundation drawn out. Trying to entice them with that. But let's see, they still have bees up in the top here. Barely see them. Well, I'm on an extension cord, because not only is the phone reception horrible, but so's the battery power on phones. I tried to get them to go on these frames up in the tree, but every time you bump them, they don't really go on the frames, they kind of fly. So, I have a bucket I'm going to try now. But in order to do that, I need to get these bees free from the pole. Alright, we are free from the pole. So now we're going to try the bucket method. Try and get this bucket underneath this little pile of bees. There we go. And shake them. And see if we can bring them home. I just gotta shrink this pole down. Got the tape in the way. I don't see any queen. I see some fanning. So does that mean there's a queen in here? Is this their new home? The bucket bees ain't moving. Frame bees ain't moving. Should we just put this frame in there? There we go. Now they got two frames. There's the bucket bees. Oh, you know what? This bucket had sugar in here. So that's probably why they're not leaving. It's got sugar in there from winter. All the hard stuff. That's why they don't care about moving. They just found some free food and they're enjoying it. Well, let's see what's up in the tree. Tree looks good and empty. Ha! I don't see a bunch in the tree yet. Dude, I think the tree's empty. Sweet! That means the bees are coming home. I don't see nothing up there. That's a good thing. We must be at the end of this journey. Even though I fudged this thing and made a mess of it, I think it was a success. I even bumped this box clean off its foundation. There. Much better. I think I got everybody in the box. And the bucket's almost empty. So I think it's time to put a lid on these guys. Let's give them an inner cover. We'll cover up the top vent. Get this guy out of the way. Scoot. And put a lid on this thing. And there's a wrap on the first swarm of 2024 for Callaway Lights. Thank you so much for watching.